What is up, you guys? It's Lydia here, and I'm really glad that you joined me today because today we're going to be doing a really nice full body stretch for beginners or intermediate or advanced. I'm going to be giving you options throughout how to make the stretch deeper or how to do a different kind of stretches to make it nicer, deeper, however you want it for you. So this is customizable for all of you. So I'm going to be trying to hit pretty much every muscle group here. So without further ado, let's just dive in. Also, I don't really have a plan for this. I'm just going to kind of be going through doing whatever I kind of feel like, but I'm also going to be trying to do every single muscle group, so we're really hitting all the muscles. So yeah, all right, so the first stretch. Let's start off with a little pike sit. So for this, one thing I would recommend, so if you have a hard time sitting up straight, for instance, like if it's really easy for you to just go like this when you're sitting this way, I want you to try to kind of pretend like you're a puppet and you're being pulled by your head and you're lengthening your spine. And if this is really difficult, what I want you to do is actually, I don't know if you can see me, but sit against a wall so that your back is flat against the wall. You're not curving your spine at all, and you're going to feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Now, if you can sit up with your legs in front of you, that's good. So if you feel like you need the wall, go to the wall. That's great. If you feel like you're a little more flexible, make sure to keep that flat spine, and we're going to reach forward. Now, we're going to feel a stretch in our hamstrings here. And I'm just going to start by holding this stretch just to focus on our hamstrings. So you do not have to lean forward. If you feel like up here is a good enough stretch, you can lean right here, wherever you feel the stretch. Like I said, today's stretching routine is supposed to be customizable to you. So wherever you're feeling, like if you feel a good stretch and you want to just pause the video, go a little longer, that's totally fine. This is meant to be a nice deep stretching routine, so I really want to hold the poses for a little bit longer today. That way we can get nice deep into the stretch, feel the stretch. And the longer you hold a pose, the more loose you're going to become and the deeper you'll be able to go into it. Just breathe, slowly sink into your legs. Bring your chest to your legs first, so that way you keep that nice flat back. Alrighty, now I want you to point your toes, and you're going to feel a really nice stretch along the tops of your feet, the kind of tops of your ankles, maybe even into your shins. And stay where you are, so if you're up here and you feel a stretch, that's fine. Or if you're leaning over, you're just going to stay in that same position, but this time I want you pointing your toes, feeling that nice deep stretch in your feet. Let's hold this for a few more seconds, and then we're going to flex our feet. Alrighty, come up, flex your feet now. Feel a stretch more in your calves. And again, if you're up here, that's totally fine. Or if you can grab onto your feet, that's nice. You can pull them towards you. But just wherever you feel a stretch, stay there. I sometimes kind of like to pedal my feet like this, kind of get like a stretch in one, then the other. Alrighty, so now come out of that, and next I want you to go into a butterfly stretch. So for this, the bottoms of your feet are together, and this is something that a lot of people feel in different areas. For me, I'm mainly going to feel it like in my inner thighs, this area, and I just want you first to hold it here, and if you're feeling a good stretch, stay here. And if you want a deeper stretch, either you can push down on your knees or reach forward. And slowly your knees are just going to be pushed down even more. You're going to feel a nice deep stretch, but don't dive into the stretch if you don't need to go deeper. Take nice deep breaths here. Slowly lean over your legs. Alrighty, next straighten out one of your legs and we're gonna lean forward just over the center. This is a really good stretch if you're doing a straddle stretch is a bit hard. This is a great progression to start. If you're just doing one side at a time, it's very doable. All right, now we're just gonna go ahead and switch your legs. Lean over, nice stretch in your inner thighs right here. Alrighty, now if you can, straighten out both legs. And you don't need them to be like super wide, but just as wide as you can. Then we're gonna do the same thing, we're just gonna lean forward. And those other stretches that we've done before are gonna help you to get even deeper. So your muscles are already a little bit loosened up, so now we can go even lower, feel a nice deeper stretch. Hold it for a few more seconds. Make sure that you have a flat back here. Trying to pull your chest closer to the ground. And even if you're up here and you're feeling a stretch, stay there. Alrighty, so now sit up and we're just gonna do a side stretch. Just kind of stretching out this whole side of your body from your hip all the way over here. Just reaching over. If you can grab your ankle, you can pull yourself a little bit closer to your leg. Nice deep breaths. Alrighty, switch sides. Really good stretch. Just all along the side of your body. Make sure in all of these to take nice deep breaths, and every time you exhale, get a little deeper into the stretch. Alrighty, so now we're going to stretch out our hips, glutes area. So what I first want you to start by doing is crossing one leg over the other like this and bringing your leg as close to you as you can. Now if this is good enough a stretch, stay here, but if it's not really doing that much, just lay down on the ground into a figure four like this. And feel a nice stretch in, so the bent leg, the one that's crossed over, you're going to feel that stretch in your glute. And just chill here for a second. So whether you're sitting up or laying down, either way, you're just going to feel a nice stretch in that glute. This one I'm going to hold just for a little bit longer because it's such a good one. And if you're in this, you want it even deeper, you can kind of straighten out this top leg, pull it even closer. So if you are more advanced, you want a deeper stretch, you can go for that. Alrighty, let your legs down, and then the leg that was bent, just cross it over your body. Turn in your gaze in the opposite direction. You're going to feel a nice twist in your spine, and you might even feel a little stretch in your glute as well. I'm not going to hold this one as long, but I just want to feel like I'm kind of get like a little bit of spinal rotation here. Alrighty, go back to this top, starting with your figure four. So either you can be up here or you can be on the ground. Really good stretch after any glute workout. Like if this is like the day after a leg day, this is so nice to do this stretch. Feel such a good release. There's no need to push yourself too far here. If you feel stretched, just hold it there. Don't worry about going deeper. Alrighty, and then cross this leg over your body. Feel a stretch. Alrighty, so now let's flip over and let's do a little bit of some more kind of spinal movement. So we're first going to start with a little cat-cow. So arch back while you inhale and then exhale, round your spine. Feel a nice stretch in your abs and your low back. Alright, now let's just hold that cow position where you're arched back. You're going to feel some kind of pressure in kind of the middle low of your back. Also maybe a little bit in your abs if they're sore. Alright, and then arch the other way now. Alrighty, next let's thread the needle, so bring one arm through. It's another nice kind of twist for your spine, also a good stretch for your shoulder and your upper back. Alrighty, switch sides. Alrighty. Come up. Now I want you to reach both arms out in front of you and bring your chest to the ground while keeping your hips up. And you're going to feel a stretch in your lats, maybe a little bit in your chest. This is a really good stretch if you're kind of like slouching all the time. I know when you're on the phone or whatever, you can kind of get into that like slouched position. So this is a really good one to just kind of open your chest back up. Alrighty, come out of that. I'm just going to finish off with a few stretches for your upper body. Let's start by just pulling one arm across your body. You're not going to hold these as long, but I think it's very important to kind of focus on different muscle groups in your upper body to stretch them out. So we're going to do some of these. Alrighty, now bring your elbow over your head, pull it the other way, feel a stretch in your tricep. Nice deep breaths. Alrighty, now I want you to pull back on your fingers and feel a stretch in your forearm, and you can bend or straighten your elbow here, or pull on like different sides of your fingers, get just a deeper stretch in your forearm. try and then switch, starting with the shoulder stretch. Just breathe. Alrighty, now the tricep stretch. Arm is up and over your head. Alrighty, and finally let's do a little forearm stretch. Pull your fingers backwards and kind of pull them in different directions. You can bend your elbow or straighten it. Just kind of find where the best stretch is for you. Alrighty, finally let's just do some wrist circles. Loosening them up. Go one direction and then the other. Alrighty, and that is it for today's stretching routine. I hope you enjoyed it. It was just a really good full body stretch for all levels. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and tell me in the comments below what stretching routine or workout you'd like me to do next. And I will see you tomorrow for an awesome workout. Bye guys!